Welcome to Dateline Polk with news about your county government. I'm your host, Chanel Allen. Today you'll learn about County Commission actions from the May 17th board meeting. Polk County's Office of Planning and Development wants to improve its customer service. And on Tuesday, Blaine Carter, chairman of the Planning and Development Customer Service and Efficiency Task Force, discussed the recommendations of the task force and how to improve functions within the building, planning, and land development divisions. The task force formed a year ago as recommendations of the Efficiency Committee. In February 2015, the board approved Resolution 15-020 to establish the 10-member task force. The group consisted of 5 members from the private sector who were appointed by the board and another 5 members appointed by the county manager. In the adopted recommendations, performance metrics will be used to measure success. Staff members will publish a report that outlines how performance metrics are tracked, calculated, published in a transparent manner. Technology will be improved and upgraded. Staff members will be trained in best customer service practices, which will include the performance metrics. Simple and predictable land use policies will be implemented, along with the timely review of submitted plans.
Today we were presenting our final report and strategic plan that included recommendations on the improvement of customer service and efficiency in the Office of Planning and Development here at Polk County. That includes the building, land development, and long-range planning divisions. This included dozens of recommendations on how to improve the process and streamline permitting. Keeping track of that process so we can make sure we're meeting performance goals, and including an updated technology platform that will run the Office of Planning and Development. So today we're here to present that to the County Commission, and they accepted the strategic plan and the recommendations included and agreed to implement that as part of their Office of Planning and Development.
In other news, the board accepted the findings of the comprehensive annual financial audit for the 2015 fiscal year, which found no material weaknesses or significant deficiencies. Mike Carter and Lance Smith of Clifton Larson Allen LLP, the county's contracted outside accounting firm, presented their findings to the commissioners during the Tuesday meeting. During the audit, Mike Carter said there were no difficulties, no corrected misstatements, and no disagreements with management. The financial position of the county is strong, said Stacy Butterfield, Polk County's Clerk and Comptroller. She also commended the board on their fiscal responsibility.
Today we were here with our auditors, Mike Carter and Lance Schmidt from Clifton Larson Allen, to present the results of the annual financial audit, known as the Comprehensive Annual Report. We were proud to report the financial results of Polk County, which is in a strong financial position, and commend the county manager and the board for their fiscal responsibility. The results of the audit showed an absolutely clean audit with an unmodified opinion, which is great, and showed that the economy in Polk has picked up, and the numbers actually reflect that. So I was thankful to present those reports and thank the staff of the board, all the commissioners for their dedication to their fiscal responsibility, and to our staff at the clerk's office, as well as the board for their cooperation, our auditors, and their diligence in getting these reports produced again this year.
Polk commissioners also accepted the potable water, wastewater, and the reclaimed water system of the new Glenwood Terrace subdivision in North Lakeland to be controlled by Polk County Utilities. County commissioners then voted to return a piece of property in Polk City to Dwight Fussell, provided he paid the delinquent taxes on the property. Mr. Fussell hadn't been living on the property and wasn't aware of the old property taxes. He also promised to clean up the property. Tuesday's commission news continued with a series of proclamations on historic communities, critical social issues, and safe recreation by commissioners, which included the board proclaiming May 27th through the 29th, 2016 as Pughesville Community Weekend. Russell Burney, representing the Historic Pughesville Association, accepted the proclamation.
We were here to accept the proclamation from the Board of County Commissioners. This is our 18th year of the Historical Pughesville Association, and we just came down to receive our proclamation, which they gave us from this year of 2016.
So what does this celebrate?
This celebrates the commemoration of the slaves from the 1980s up to the 80s, early 80s and late 80s. And we just celebrate this that was given to us from Lawton Childs back in 1984. And he gave us the proclamation as celebrating the Historical Pughesville Association to commemorate the slaves. So the Historical Pughesville Association celebrates that, and we educate the community and the citizens of Polk County of the slaves and our community of Pughesville.
The commission also proclaimed May 2016 as Teen Pregnancy Prevention Awareness Month. Markina Butts Fisher and others accepted the proclamation as the representative of the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance.
Today we accepted a proclamation. May is Teen Pregnancy Prevention Awareness Month. So the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance, otherwise known as TPA, we work in the community to prevent teen pregnancy and make teens aware of how to prevent pregnancy and what causes it, and the statistics, because a lot of them don't understand what happens when you get pregnant. They don't understand how hard it is to finish school after you get pregnant, or that the father likely won't stay or won't pay a whole lot of child support. So a lot of these things they have misconceptions about. And there's also a high rate in Polk County of teens having more than one baby while they're still teenagers. They have like second and third babies. So we're trying to lower that. So right now Polk County is actually the 24th highest out of 67. So we were in the top 15. So something we're doing is working, and we're really happy to be here today to accept the proclamation.
The board proclaimed May 21st through the 27th, 2016 as Safe Boating Week. Gil Thomas, representing the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, accepted the proclamation. May 2016 was also proclaimed as Get Caught Reading Month. Linda Kuchta, who represented the Friends of the Haines City Public Library, accepted the proclamation.
We received a proclamation for Get Caught Reading Month, which is the month of May. It's a national reading event. Specifically, the Haines City Public Library has set up Twitter and Instagram sites where you can take a picture of someone reading and post it on there, and they're having a contest. But this Get Caught Reading Month goes throughout the school systems as well. I also volunteer at an elementary school, Bethune Academy in Haines City, and they celebrate that too. A lot of schools will take pictures of teachers reading, students reading, and post them throughout the school.
After much discussion, the board approved the access and use of a platted residential lot for a driveway for a 180-student elementary and middle charter school in South Lakeland. To do this, the board also approved a small-scale comprehensive plan amendment to change the future land use of the property from residential low to institutional. Commissioners voted to expand the capacity of the Lake Miriam Water Reclamation Facility in Ponciana from 1.5 million gallons per day to 6 million gallons per day by 2030 to meet the needs of growth in one of the most rapidly developing areas of Polk County. Most of the expansion will occur within the ring of rapid infiltration basins that follow the perimeter of the site. The facility will be expanded in 2 phases. The first stage of the project will be completed by 2018, which will expand the capacity of the facility from 1.5 million gallons per day to 3 million gallons per day. The second stage will further expand it to 6 million gallons per day. During their afternoon session, the Commission voted to amend Ordinance 13-017, the Economic Development Ad Valorem Tax Exemption Ordinance, which eliminated language that could be confusing to those who may apply for the exemption. The board voted to repeal Ordinance 13-041, which was the Economic Development Ad Valorem Tax Exemption for Pepperidge Farm Incorporated, along with the Ordinance 14-063 for the Von Walter Recycling LLC. In its agreement with the county, Pepperidge Farm was able to add 25 full-time jobs, but was unable to do so because one of the company's production line was moved out of its Lakeland facility, making it ineligible for the tax exemption under its agreement. Van Walter Recycling also was ineligible for its exemption because the company ceased its operation in Lake Effort. Board members voted to amend Ordinance 13-021, which is the Economic Development Ad Valorem Tax Exemption for Brew Hub LLC, along with Ordinance 13.028 for Steropike USA Limited LLC. Both companies faced construction delays in the initial period of the performance agreements with the county, which led delays in equipment and property improvements. However, with the amendments to their agreements, the companies now have additional time to meet their obligations to receive the tax exemption. And now, Todd Vargo with the Planning Commission update.
Hi, my name is Todd Vargo. I'm a senior planner with Polk County's Land Development Division. Here are a few cases that were heard at the May 4th, 2016 Planning Commission meeting. These first 2 cases are about the same piece of property. Comprehensive Plan Amendment 16C-03 is a request to change 26 acres from residential low to business park center in order to construct 2 warehouse buildings. The site is on the southwest corner of Memorial Boulevard and Chestnut Road, south of Kathleen High School. The Planning Commission voted 7-0 to recommend approval of the case. The case will be heard by the Board of County Commissioners on June 7th, 2016 for a transmittal hearing, and a final decision will be made on August 2nd, 2016. Land Development Code Text Amendment 16T-02 adds conditions to the comprehensive plan amendment I just mentioned in order to help the proposed development be more accommodating to the surrounding residential area. The Planning Commission voted 7-0 to recommend approval of the case. This case will be heard by the Board of County Commissioners for a first reading on June 7th, 2016, and for a final decision on August 2nd, 2016. Once again, the next 2 cases share the same subject property. Comprehensive Plan Amendment 16C-02 is a request to change 51 acres at the end of Mine and Mill Road from Business Park Center to Industrial for a salvage yard and possible construction aggregate processing and storage use. The Planning Commission voted 7-0 to recommend approval of the case. The case will be heard by the Board of County Commissioners on June 21st, 2016 for a transmittal hearing, and a final decision will be made on September 6th, 2016. Land Development Code Text Amendment 16T-05 adds conditions to the Comprehensive Plan Amendment on Mine and Mill Road I just mentioned in order to help the proposed development be more accommodating to the surrounding area. The Planning Commission voted 7-0 to recommend approval of the case. The case will be heard by the Board of County Commissioners for a first reading on June 21st, 2016, and for a final decision on September 6, 2016. If you have questions about these or any upcoming cases, please contact our planner on call at 863-534-6084. For Dateline Polk, I'm Todd Vargo.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Dateline Polk. To keep current with programs in progress in the county, visit us online at polk-county.net or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We encourage you to join us at the next scheduled board meeting at 9 a.m. on Tuesday, June the 7th. I'm Chanel Allen. Thank you for watching.